Hello, my friends. The final generation. Is that us? I don't know. Let me run something past you. In 1616, did you know that Sir Walter Raleigh was locked in the Tower of London? Yep. And he alleged that he knew where the fragments of the Book of Enoch were, right? Or that they had found them. Then the very next account of any sorts is 150 years later when academia agrees that French and Spanish written accounts of or fragments were attained. Then you move forward again, and around 1821, there was finally an English version of the fragments that was, published. Move forward again almost 100 years, and in 1912, additional fragments were found, but still, the Book of Enoch was very incomplete. About 1947 through till 56, numerous caves were discovered with Aramaic language fragments of the Book of Enoch. Now, it's said that the findings of all these fragments profoundly changed its relevance in the 1950s to history as we know it, in providing evidence of its antiquity and original text. Because, see, the priests in Africa, they had an intact, complete Book of Enoch. And lately we learned that most of their ancient texts are original anyway, but, well, all of Christianity thought of the Book of Enoch to not be authentic. And they denied the copy that the Ethiopian priests had, not because they were bad people, but because there was no other copies on Earth, and no one hardly even knew of his existence. It's crazy, right? And if you've ever read the Book of Enoch, most of us have, and we can recite word for word, right? It's weird, right? Word for word. I can just almost word for word. And I think it's because the reason why this is stands out to me is, see, it was so hidden, and for some reason, because of the revealing truth that it has in its entirety. Enoch in general, right? Because no one's ever explained or answered, was Enoch the king of the earth at one time, as was claimed? Because I don't think the people were confused, or Enoch was confused who he was, or who the king of the earth was. Lamech even confirms that Enoch was the king of the earth, and that there was a city of Enoch and all that. So, there's a few things that's unanswered, but we do have the writings of him in their entirety. And the Ethiopic priests, they also had versions of the Book of Noah, the Testament of Solomon, the Book of Giants. All that was kept intact, right? Translated for the world, complete. Isn't that crazy? And since 1976, right, we've had pretty much a complete copy, I use as you would say. But more fragments were found, and it completed the entire, you know, text. So from 76 through to the turn of the century, that's how it, kind of came complete. Now, most churches now still reject the Book of Enoch. I mean, not many people are going to quote out of Enoch. I promise you that. Not modern churches anyway. I don't think. If they do, hey, let me know. But I don't think they do. So now in 2023, the complete Book of Enoch is available to all mankind, any language you want. Now, a lot of people studying scriptures now, they do include all the Apocrypha now more than ever, right? But not until the last 5 years, though, have I ever heard the name Enoch more in my life. And I would say this, the Book of Giants too, right? But not until the last 3 years have I heard it so much. It's kind of hair raising, right? It gets all goosebumpy feeling I get kind of, because I feel like, are these words for us, right? That truth would be revealed to us for. And because Enoch knew what the moon and the stars did, and what the sun did, and things he couldn't have known exactly. But let me just explain by reading you something, because it's best to not add nothing to it, don't take nothing away. A passage from our grandfather Enoch, written to the heirs of the men of faith that play an important role in the last generation. God gives Enoch the following instructions. And I will leave a righteous man from your tribe, together with all his house, who will act according to my will. and from his seed another generation will arise, the last of many, and very gluttonous. Then, at the conclusion of that generation, the books in your handwriting will be revealed, and those of your fathers, and the earthly guardians of these books. They will show them to the men of faith, and they will be recounted to that generation, and they will be glorified in the end more than in the beginning. Yep, they sure are. Imagine that. I love you all. I'm Wild Dog, and I am out of here.